are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Oilers marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3. Second quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Back to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Daniels on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Edwards-Helaire, touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Mahomes He's got his man. That's Hardman. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Their mobile quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Daniels on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 8. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that deep.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Oilers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his... Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Oilers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 68 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And some strong running. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change where that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Washington 21. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Let's go.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they click.